Hello, this is how you use the editable templates for the Blue Plaques for Nature action. The first thing that you'll be doing is you'll be on this page of the Rebel Toolkit. And you'll need to scroll down once you've read all of the information. And you'll come to this section, Blue Plaques for Nature templates. The video that you're watching now is this one. Once you've read this section, you can click on one of these two folders. Doesn't matter which one you choose. The information I'm giving you now applies to both. I'm going to choose XR groups. You select that link and it brings you to the folder which has some subfolders and the written instructions, again, with this video linked into those written instructions. Do read the instructions. They're very clearly laid out. This folder and this folder are the pre-prepared blue plaques. You can go into those, download them, print them out. They're ready to go. If you want to create your own blue plaque, you go into the editable templates folder. Again, the same applies for the XR groups folder and the non-XR groups folder. Double click that folder to open it. And then you have two folders, one with the editable versions with a QR code on it, and one with the Restore Nature logo on it. I'm going to use the ones with the QR code. Double click that folder, and then you have two files. The first file is for species that have short names, which is why it has one line. And this one is for where you have a species which has a longer name, so you need two lines to be able to add that name in. I'm going to edit the two-line species one. So you double click to open the editable template. However, at this stage, you can't edit. It's just view only. To edit this template, you need to make your own copy. So you go top left to File, select that, select Make a Copy, give it a name that makes sense to you. Then, this is important, where you then save your blue plaque. The best thing to do is click on the folder and then ignore this, come across to All Locations, select My Drive. So that's your Google Drive. You can double click it. When you select, you can either go to Select here or you can go to Select there. That's now selected your drive. However, you may want to create a folder within this drive because you might be making lots of different blue plaques. So when you click on My Drive, you can see I've already created this blue plaques folder. But if you want to create a folder under All Locations, when you select My Drive, you then have this option bottom left to create a folder like I did. So you select bottom left on the folder icon, give your folder a name, and then create. You'll then have whatever you've named your folder in your drive, and you can select that to save your blue plaques into it. So you can see I've given it a name and I can see where it's going to end up. So I can find it again later. Then select Make a Copy. That will bring you to your copy. And you can see it's got the name that I gave it top left. Here, to edit the text, you simply double click on the blue plaque. That will bring up the drawing tool of Google. Here, there are two text boxes. The first one is the one where you put the species name. The second one is where you put the facts and the information. You can see that this is a very tight line spacing here, but don't worry about that. You can edit that. So in the two-line species text box, click into there and then write whatever it is that you want to write. You can select the text and just start writing. Please bear in mind that this needs to be in capitals. In the second text box, start with a lowercase. Use punctuation, so a full stop after that first line. When you're happy with what you've written, next you'll need to change this line spacing so that it's not so tight together. And the way that you do that is you click it into the first text box, go top right to the three dots, More, select it, then come across to the three lines with the double-headed arrow. Select that, go down to Custom Spacing, and change this to 0.65, and then Apply. And you can see that it's shifted up. And now there's a decent amount of space between the species name and your text. Oh, that's changed back to an uppercase I. You also will want to make sure that your text is centered on the blue plaque. When you're in a text box like this and you can see the blue line around it, to move the text, you then hover over the blue line until you get the cross with the four arrows. And then use your mouse or your pad on your computer to move that text box around. What you're looking for is a red line that goes all the way through from top to bottom of the blue plaque. That's when you know it's completely centered within the blue circle. Do the same with the species. Again, four-headed arrow. I'm just going to do that again. There we go, got it. Make sure you get the red line all the way through and you've got it in the position you want. Again, you can move these up and down. I think I might drop that down a little bit. Once you're happy with the spacing and the wording, double check it for punctuation and spelling, especially if you're dyslexic like me. And then once you're happy with everything, save and close. That's now saved into that folder I created on my Google Drive. So I can go back there at any time and find my blue plaques. The next thing you'll want to do is to print it out. Now you can print directly from here, or if you want to, you can go to File, top left, select it, and then download it. The best thing to do is to download it as a PDF. That then means if you want to, you can print it directly from your computer as a PDF, or you can send it to a printers and get it commercially printed. And then the other thing that you can do is once you've downloaded it as a PDF, you can use a file converter to change it into different formats. I use something called Convertio. So I simply open a tab, new browser window, start to type in Convertio, and because I've typed it in before, it's there. Select that, even though I spelt it wrong, and then select Convertio, choose Files, find the PDF that you've just downloaded, and double click it. And then here you can see that it says 2. Select the little down arrow, choose the file format that you want to use. So if you want a JPEG, choose that. If you want a PNG, a PNG, some printers want it as PNGs, then you can choose whatever file format that you want. Once you've chosen that, convert. Wait for it to convert. Once it's done, select download. And then go to wherever you store your downloads. So under File Explorer for me, open my File Explorer, go to my Downloads folder, and there is the JPEG that I've just created. There is that PDF that I downloaded from Google. And if I select the JPEG and it opens up, I can see what it's going to look like. You may want to create big ones of these. So if your printer is only A4, then you'll need to find a printer that can print them out as A3s. And from here, I can then print it. And that's it. That's how you edit the Blue Plaque template. Please shout if you need any help with this. You can either use our Telegram Dirty Water Live content chat, or you can email us at dirtywatercampaign@proton.me. Good luck with your Blue Plaque action, and thanks for watching.